Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be filming something that is super duper exciting, and I always get excited to do these videos. This is my quarterly Boxycharm review.
Work, 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 work. To me, I be work, 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 work. See me do me dirt, 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 dirt. Some about that work, 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 work. When you walk a line, 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 line. I'm in the cafe, man, ta, 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 ta.
I love doing these videos for you guys because what I do is I go through the past 3 boxes to let you know how do I feel about the products that I've gotten. Do I still reach for them? Do I love them? Have I already decluttered them? Let's find out. If you are new to my channel, hi new friend. I hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below to see all of the fun, loud, weird, unique, and sometimes about Boxycharm videos I do every single week. Let's go back to the beginning of summer, shall we? We were road tripping, and I was super shocked by some of the things that I got, and I got disappointed by some of the things I was hoping to get versus what I did get, so let's jump into it. I actually recently spoke about this on my Instagram, and one of the first products that I got was the Pharmacy Bright On Massage Activated Vitamin C Mask. The other option that you could get was something by Dr. Brandt. I am so happy I got this. This immediately was making a difference in my skin, and some of the texture, the discoloration, things like that. It definitely has brightened, and I try to use this 2 to 3 times every week, and so far I am thoroughly enjoying this, and I'm so happy I got this because this was, I'm pretty sure, a kind of pricey item. Every now and again, if you follow me on Snapchat, you may see me first thing in the morning applying this and kind of letting it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes because it really has helped my skin. Did you guys get this? I know some of you said you preferred the Dr. Brandt and you love what you got, but if you did get this, are you seeing any difference? Are you seeing any results? Something else that I'm seeing in front of me is something that I really was trying to be optimistic about and think I could make work, and I just couldn't. This is the Unlashed Wander Beauty Volume and Curl Mascara. First, I think everybody thought it was going to be a lipstick because of the tube, so I was pretty excited to try this, but this only has a 6-month shelf life, according to this. I think most are supposed to be 3 months, but this one says 6, so I was a little optimistic, being like, oh, maybe this is going to be amazing. I don't like this. I have tried it over and over. It does nothing for my lashes. It'll make them look a little bit darker, but it doesn't lengthen, it doesn't curl, it doesn't give me any volume. For me, this was total false advertising. I don't know about you guys. Some of you had told me in the comments below in the video that I talked about this, you were like, I hate that. I don't think it does anything. Did we get dry ones? What's going on? I still don't like this. I've just been holding on to it for this review. But now, bye. Note, we got some Note, and I had never heard of this brand, but after we got our little blush here from Boxycharm, I started to see more of this brand online. This is Desert Rose. This is a luminous silk compact blusher. I really never use the little brush in here, to be real. I always use one of my own blush brushes. I think this is super duper pigmented. I mean, you need to be super careful when using this because you could go full clown real quick. But it's very pretty, and I think this color for fall is going to be beautiful. Just be sure to use a light hand with it and don't go too heavy or hold too close to the bristles on your brush because it could go crazy. That's why I'm almost surprised this actually came with this type of blush because it is just so pigmented that this would just be like, hi, how you doing? Look at that blush. So I really like it. I haven't used it a ton in the summer because to me, this is definitely more of a fall winter product with the tone and the consistency and the vibrancy of it. It is super pigmented. So with a light hand, I think I'm going to love this fall. I think this is a product that shocked so many people because I have been watching certain YouTubers for a really long time. I have seen Jessica Braun say she was going to hate this product and then she ended up loving this product. Same with Andrea Mattiliano and a few other people. This is the Cella Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream, and it is such interesting packaging. I've never seen anything like this for brows. That take this little brush here, you dip it into the product that's inside of the base, and you just kind of apply it. I have this on my brows today, and I really love it. It saves you so much time. This product really just shocked so many of us because it is so fast and easy to apply product to your brows with this, and it is actually pretty universal. Now granted, most people that I've heard love it are all brunettes, so you'll have to let me know if you have another hair color, if you can make this work. I have this on with one other product I'm going to be talking about in a little bit. I really like it. I don't reach for it every single day because I do like to mix up my brow routine just a little bit to try different things, but this has surprised so many of us. Do you like this? Did you try it? Because I know a lot of people were like, that looks like crap and it looks cheap. I don't want to deal with it. And the packaging does feel cheap. It doesn't feel super high quality. So I think a lot of people just started to kind of like discount this right away. But really, I like it and so many people are shocked by it. Now this is a product that this was a this or that product, and I believe Tarte, there's a Tarte product around that you could be getting, or you could get what I got. And I'm trying to stay open-minded and optimistic about it again, but this is the Crown palette. This is a very vibrant, warm palette. It gives off a lot of Naked Heat vibes for a lot of people. The pigmentation of these shadows is pretty decent and they swatch amazing. I just have a hard time getting these to last on my eyes, and it stains your eyes. I mean, a lot of the redder, darker pigments will do that, but I'm trying to make this work. I've touched into this a little bit, but I'm gonna try to reach into this a bit more, but this is not what I was hoping for. I really wanted the other product, which was a Tarte item. For fall, this would be the time I would reach for this, and I think it's got a lot of pretty colors to play with too. Although the packaging is already super messy from the few times I've gotten to use it. I don't know if you could see it, but it is like covered by all of its own pigment. I mean, come on, really? I could do some good eye looks with this. They just don't last all day. Oh, I almost don't want to talk about this month because it is a very controversial month. Let's just get into the Life of the Party box. And that box really was controversial for a lot of reasons. None of the products were really that great. And they gave us, I said this in my other video too, that I feel like they gave us an extra bonus item that month because we got 6 items. And I think it's because they knew it was going to be kind of a dud month. And I think Boxycharm, this is just speculation, I don't know, thought that the Laura Lee palette would maybe be the redeeming item in that box, when in reality it was nowhere near close because of the scandal that ended up happening with her and all of that drama that I'm not going to get into, but you can Google it if you're curious. I actually got a spoiler for that month as well, and again I was disappointed in what option I ended up getting because there was a Becca backlighting primer. That was an option to get, and I know some of you said you got it, and I'm so happy that you did and you said you love it. That gives me more of a mindset to be like, maybe I should just throw my dollars at it because I've been so curious about it for so long. But the item that I got instead of the Becca backlighting primer or any of the other Becca primers was the House of Lashes Noir Fairy Light Big Lashes. I tried these on in a video and I had them on. They did okay. They're not as good as some other ones that I've had. I really like my Pure lashes better. I like some of the Ardell lashes better. It's not that I think House of Lashes is bad. I know they're an amazing, great brand. These particular lashes just are okay. But I know so many of you said you got more like costumey eyelashes and that I actually got some decent ones. So, I mean, I am grateful that if I was going to get any kind of lashes, it was something I could wear on video for you in a more frequent basis. But again, I kind of wished I had the Becca backlighting primer. Again, I heard another review for it just yesterday and I'm like, man, I wish I had that instead. But you know, I can use these. They're good. They're just not what I was hoping for, which is me being a spoiled brat kind of, because $21 a month for great items like this. Nichole, stop complaining. Stop complaining. The other product, like I said, I have 2 items in my eyebrows. And the other item I have is the Bang Beauty. These are supposed to be a chocolate gel eyeliner. And for me, the gel liner I got is way too moussey. Some of you said yours is way too dry. So if you got a really dry one, I do not suggest putting it in your eyebrows. A few of you had told me when I thought about using it in my eyebrows, it plucked out some of your brows because it was too dry and working it with the brush didn't work. So please be cautious if you want to try this. I have been using this, just a brow brush, and lightly dipping it in and kind of like filling in after I either use the Cella product or maybe a pencil. And it's been doing pretty well, and it goes with my hair, and you can build it up to get a deeper, darker, richer color if you need. You can also go light with this as well for maybe my lighter haired friends. But that's the only thing I've been able to use this for. I don't like this for liner. I think it's too moussey and too creamy, and it smudges and it just doesn't look good. I don't even want to talk about the palette, but I still have it. It's right here. It's the Animal Party palette from Laura Lee. I haven't touched this again. It's very chalky. It's got 2 decent colors with shimmers in them, and it's bottoms up and hung over. Those are the only ones that swatch well and kind of apply well. Everything else is to be too chalky for me. And it's kind of just like, this is the month that shall not be named as far as Boxycharm goes, because I think most of you guys know, if you follow my channel, I do year-end best and worst of Boxycharm. I feel like, and I'm gonna let you guys vote on this too, I think that month alone was just like worst box of the year, at least thus far. Not worth it. I don't like it. End of story. Wander Beauty came back again in this box with the Baggage Claim Gold Eye Masks. I have tried this once, and I did that for my first review, and I didn't notice anything. It felt really nice. You could pop these in the fridge for a nice cooling effect, have a glass of wine, relax with them if you want. I said I was going to save these for more towards the cooler months just to see if I notice anything, because this isn't really something I gravitate to or need a lot in the summer. So I might try this again in the winter, but I didn't notice anything, and I know a lot of you said you didn't notice anything. But they do feel nice, because, you know, who doesn't like a good eye mask? The NCLA Treatment So Rich Vitamin Fused Cuticle Oil is something else I got that I did try. I painted my nails after I tried this, and it did well. Some of you said that you really like the smell, and this does have a good smell to it, so at least there's that. I don't really reach for this, and I do my own nails, but I forget to use it. So for me, this isn't something, and I said that in my video, I was afraid I was going to forget to use it, or just going to be one more step when I'm like, I just need to paint my nails, hurry up and dry them, because that already takes forever. So I've only reached for this a few times, and it's done okay. I mean, my nails, they grow pretty well on their own, but I think this could also potentially help you. Did you guys have any major reviews for this? Because I know there was a different kind going around as well, an Odessa one, I think? Odessa? I don't remember how you pronounce it. But did you get this? The Smashbox Lippy that I got was in Petal Metal, and I'm actually using that as a topper on top of another Galactic Lippy that I'm wearing today, and I just kind of thought it went with my little vibe I was going with for a little bit of fall coming at you, and I think it does okay. This is not something I reach for a ton. Metal lips isn't something that I really reach for. I mean, this is more like a going out look for me. You can definitely see the shimmer and the metal coming at you. I like the doe foot applicator. It's got a nice swoop to it. I mean, there's nothing majorly great about this for me. I wish I would have gotten maybe one of the other lippies, but this is kind of fun for fall. I mean, I'm pulling it out today and it's fun. So that's all 6 products, and again, that box was just kind of a throwaway. I feel like they gave us an extra product because, you know, they were like, sorry, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. That box was just kind of, ugh. Moving along now that is where I got my BoxyLuxe. First, I'm going to talk about all the Boxycharm products that everybody got, or that most of you got. I know there were some variations in that box. And then I'll let you know how I'm feeling about some of my BoxyLuxe items as well. One of the first items I got here is the Laura Geller Blush. This is definitely more of a satin baked blush. It's got some luminosity to it that really brightens the face. If you don't like that, this probably wasn't your cup of tea. I enjoy it though. And then there is some nice pink pigment to it, but it isn't a ton of pink pigment. It's just enough that when you're in person you can see like a pinky glow to you, which I like and I don't mind, but I know some of you that want some blush may not be too pleased with this. It lasts for 18 months, so I'm excited to keep playing with it. I've actually used this a lot as the summer starts to wind down, at least according to the calendar, but I like it. Not my favorite blush, but definitely a good blush. These Alamar brushes, I have used all 3 of these today. I have used all 3 of these almost every day. I really, really love them. The crease brush is really great. I like how long the bristles are and how the dome at the top of the actual brush itself is very gradual. So it really gets in there to build up a crease look, blends things out. I also really like this packing brush. I have used this on my lid, on my inner corners, underneath my brow just to have a little highlight. This is also really great. It's stiffer than I thought it would be, but that actually benefits the brush a lot. And then there is the smudging brush that you can use for under the eye looks. You can also use this for your brows if you want to, or right underneath your brow for a highlight. All 3 of these are really, really great, and I use them in tandem with my Moda Pro brush and my Luxie brushes. I love them that much. Let's move on to the Nightingale Pretty Vulgar Eyeshadow Palette. As I mentioned before, this is a good palette, and a lot of people were really ready for a palette like this because it's not bright, it's not crazy. You can actually use this neutral palette with everyday looks when you're going to work, living your life, whatever you need. I don't personally reach for this palette a ton. I do like it for some transition shades, like Hide and Seek's a good transition shade for me. Clutch was really pretty. Break Free was pretty. I just don't really reach for cool toned palettes. It doesn't inspire me. The color story just doesn't like make me think, oh, I can't wait to use that palette today. I don't know why. It's just a Nichole thing. I like warmer shades. But I have peeked into this a few times, just to kind of, like I said, grab a few pieces. I do like marrying this with other warmer palettes, just kind of build on each other. But they're blendable, they're buildable. I think they're really nice. So if you like cool tone palettes, are you still reaching for this and do you still love it? I found most of the shades to be pretty consistent with each other. I didn't have an issue blending or building on top of one another. I think they're all pretty good. So the lippy that I got was the Violet Voss Wasted. And again, this kind of tricked me a little bit. It went on like it was going to be a gloss and then it dried down to a matte finish. And it's really nice. It's just more bold than I thought because the frosted tube is so pretty. But I thought it was going to be of the nude persuasion, and then it ended up being more of like a dusty rose when I put it on. But then once it dried down from that glossy look to the matte look, I was like, oh, boom, we were in the pink family now. We're a little bit more red toned. I really wasn't expecting that. So I do like pairing this with some warmer eyes compared to the cooler looks that you can get from this palette, but it shocked me. I really do like it, and I've never had a Violet Voss lippy, so I'm excited to play with that more this fall for sure, because I think that's where I can kind of bring out some of those colors with some warmer pumpkin spicy eye looks. Now I'm going to be moving into more of the BoxyLuxe things that I got. The first thing, and again, just a final reminder here that the giveaway is going to be coming to an end soon for the Chisel palette. This is my personal palette that I've had for months and months. I, again, love it. I have used this forever, it seems, and I still have so much product left. So again, if you have not entered yet, subscribe to my channel, comment on that video, the previous one where I talked about the BoxyLuxe, and for a second entry, follow me on Instagram and comment on the spinning BoxyLuxe image, and you are entered twice then to win this baby. I love it. I think it's great. No more needed to be said, right? Right. Okay, this shocked me. This shocked me, and it might shock you if you have been with me for a minute. I am obsessed with beauty blenders. Not beauty blenders, I guess, because that's just like the stereotypical name at this point. I love my Real Technique sponge. I use it all the time. I have never found a brush that was so amazing to put on my foundation that I would reach for it over and over. But this Luxie brush is stellar. This is the Luxie 732 Airbrush Foundation Brush. I guess it's part of more of that like sleek look because it doesn't have the same pink look to it. It has this very sophisticated, luxury looking packaging. What do you want to call this? Case, handle, love it. These bristles buff in my foundation so beautifully. It doesn't really have a lot of streaks. It's like in the beginning it might be a little streaky, but then as I continue to buff, it just looks so good on my skin. I have used this now with so many of my foundations. It works really well with the Milani Conceal and Perfect Drugstore foundation you guys know I love. I have used it with my Wet n Wild. I have started mixing my ColourPop foundation just so I could kind of get rid of it with some other things, and that was blending out well. I am shocked how much I like this because I'm kind of lazy, if you didn't know this, and not that I live in a tiny house, so it's not like it's far to go over there to the sink in my kitchen, but it's still like one more step when I'm already in it and I'm feeling inspired. I don't always want to get up to go wet my blender. So this brush has really opened my eyes because I've never ever felt this way about a foundation brush. Like this, I just keep reaching for. Question of the day, you may know this if you use a brush, how often do I have to wash this little baby? Because I'm not used to doing this with foundation, so I feel like it needs to be washed more than my other brushes. Tell me, I need to know this. This is new information for me. Oh, I love this so much. And once I realized exactly what it was, I was even more excited to get it. This is my Smashbox Photo Finish So Chill Coconut Primer Water. Ever since I got this, I have been spraying my face every single morning as a base for my primer. I did that before with the Wet n Wild Photo Water Primer that I had too, and I liked that well enough, but so far I'm really liking this, and I can't exactly put my finger on what it's doing for my base of my makeup, but I'm really liking it. Now I do still put on a little bit of other primers like right where my pores are and whatnot, but I'm loving this so hard, and I'm going to give you a more in-depth update as I keep using this. Okay, so the Sol de Janeiro Glow Oil here, I like this. First of all, the packaging is like super bulky and kind of bougie, but also kind of obnoxious because it is kind of bulky. You pull this sucker off, and then you still have to have like a little cap on here. So I'm like, why do you exist? Just give me a pump. So that's kind of obnoxious, but I haven't even undone this pop part yet. I still smell it. It smells so good. I have worn this quite a few times going out on weekends with my husband and whatnot. Somebody gave me the really good tip to just like poke a hole in this or something and then just kind of have some more control when I pour it out. I think I might try to do that because this ish can get real messy real quick. But I think this is beautiful. I just gotta be careful. I love this so much. It smells amazing. Gives you just like this nice glow that's not overdone. And it's just so... smells amazing. I'm on vacation all the time when I wear it. In my video, I was so excited and going through so many products for you with my BoxyLuxe. I didn't realize that this was actually a travel size until I was editing my video and made fun of myself in my own video. This is the R&Co Death Valley Dry Shampoo. Now this is a travel size, and I just kept thinking, wow, this must be so amazing if they gave this quantity, because it's not very big at all. It's 1.6 ounces. And in the BoxyLuxe, I didn't know we'd be getting like one sample thing, and I get it every now and again. Boxycharm does that, and you can only fit so much in the box, but I was kind of disappointed that it was travel size because, again, I have a lot of hair and I have oily scalp, oily skin, so when I'm trying to get to day 2 and 3 where I don't wash my hair, because I don't always wash my hair, I like to let it grow and be healthy, I'm going to go through this really quickly. I really enjoyed the scent though. So this kind of gives me the way that I think about this smell, which is totally not beneficial or helpful to let you know like what it actually smells like. But it reminds me of when I was a kid and there were grown-ups, women grown-ups that I looked up to, and they would use these products that were really grown-up and sophisticated, and they smelled like grown-up, like girl grown-up that you want to be. That's what this reminds me of, which is super not helpful to describe it for you at all. But I really like the smell. I'm just kind of sad that it was a travel item. Some of you have told me this is your absolute favorite dry shampoo, which is super exciting because so far I've really liked it. My scalp doesn't feel oily. I used it today. I think I'm on day 2 hair. I'm on day 2 hair, and it did really well. Day 3 hair I've used it for as well, and it does good. I'm afraid I'm gonna go through it really quickly. This product is also surprising to me, and I mentioned this before in my last video. This is the Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Moisturizer. Back in my younger days, I couldn't really use a moisturizer because I've always had very fickle cystic acne skin. Anytime I introduced something new to my skincare regime, I could easily break out, get huge cysts all over my face. So I always kind of stayed away from moisturizers. Serums I could use, face washes, you know, like masks I could mostly do. But this I was nervous about. What I do is I cleanse my face. Actually, in the beginning of the days, a lot of times I'll just use my Bright On Vitamin C mask, like I said, 2 or 3 days a week. I'll put on a serum that has vitamin C in it that I already have, and then I would apply this. And my face was so smooth, so buttery, and I have not broken out with it, and I've been using it rather consistently. This week I've been a little more inconsistent with it, but I have really enjoyed using this, and I'm so grateful that I got it in my BoxyLuxe because I think it's really going to be beneficial for my skin long term. And you get a lot of product in here. This is 50 milliliters, and it has one of those pumps here at the top where you can just push out as much product as you want, and it feels a little bit more sanitary. I am really enjoying this so far, but I'll keep you posted if I break out at all because, like I said, I'm very sensitive, and I know a lot of you are too. So far, we're gold. And another product I got that Charmer tote bag, which is kind of just like a bonus thing, and this little hairband that I really like. I think Emily Noel likes to wear these as well. I really do like this, and it seems like just like a throwaway kind of gift because it's not makeup, it's not a product, but it's still a product that goes with makeup because I have a lot of hair and it's actually very naturally wavy curly. So sometimes in the mornings when I just roll out of bed and wash my face, I need something to hold all this ish back, and it does a really great job. It's got a nice elastic band to it that holds the amount of hair that I have, which is not always easy to do, so I'm hoping it lasts the duration of time I have it. Guys, thank you so much for going through. Is that everything? So much. I think that's everything. If I forgot anything, I'm sorry. I had a lot of extra products to review for you, so I'm sorry if this video is a little bit longer, but I love doing these kind of in-depth quarterly reviews for you to let you know what am I still reaching for, what has surprised me, or what has really turned me off or that I've forgotten about. What kind of Boxycharm items from the past 3 months have you gotten that you love? Tell us below, because maybe if we didn't get them in our boxes, maybe that's something we want to go throw our money at. I love hearing what you guys have gotten because we don't always get the same items in the box. What are you still loving? What do you love reaching for? Or what have you been like, oh, I forgot about that, I need to use it again? Or, oh girl, that's decluttered. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you happen to be new to my Boxycharm crazy random lifestyle channel, hi new friend, I hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below to see all of the fun, loud, weird, unique videos I put out every single week. Bye friends!